Good morning. No, I'm not a crazy crackpot with no sense of time, and your watches are correct. But in Coca-Cola, we greet everybody good morning because to us, it's always a fresh opportunity to inspire and bring about happiness. My task this evening is to talk to you more about Live Positively, how we make a positive difference. But let me just correct what Belle said earlier. Pinoy Blog Fest. What we're doing tonight did not come from me. It was a collective effort, a throwing back and forth of ideas between coffee sessions or discussions about Belle's cats or dogs. So the Pinoy Blog Fest has been that, a collaborative effort between different people sharing together. Okay, so before I talk about Live Positively, allow me first to talk about our small company. I'm not sure if you're familiar with our company, but we are present in 200 countries. We provide beverages, 1.7 billion servings a day in 200 countries with with more than 200 bottlers in different parts of the globe. And we have been around for 125 years. Our commitment goes to a lot of different aspects. We will go back to this later on. In the Philippines, we have been around for close to a century. We started producing beverages here for the Filipino consumer since 1912. We have 23 bottling facilities and about 8,000 associates working for us. And just in case you forgot some of our products, here's a snapshot. The bottle at the stage is not ours, unfortunately, but here you see a snapshot of what we provide our consumers. But we are not a simple beverage company. Our commitment, today we're phrasing it, Live Positively. It's about making a positive difference in the world by redesigning the way we work and live so that we are sustainable forever. We want to be a part of people's lives now and forever. That's why we want to make sure that everything we do contributes to this. Under Live Positively, we have 7 pillars. I'll go through them quickly so that we don't interrupt your dinner time later on. So bear with me, please. We provide beverage benefits. We provide beverages that provide hydration and solutions to different lifestyle and hydration requirements. So you are familiar with this, I hope. And while this is not a campaign for you to buy more of our products, it will certainly help us a lot if you would consider. We help educate our consumers because at the end of the day, it's all about informed choices. We also promote active living. That's not me on the slide. That's Hal, our mascot for healthy and active living. We try to promote this because at the end of the day, a productive community, a progressive community is a healthy community. And we cannot be sustainable if we are not all healthy. We provide basketball programs not only to encourage kids to go into the healthy and active lifestyle, but also to develop camaraderie and sportsmanship among the youth. And while we have volcanoes and ASCALs, undoubtedly basketball is still the #1 sport in the country. We do a lot of work for the community, and this is one project that we have been pushing for the past 5 years, Nutri-Juice. Okay, so stop there. Stop working. 2 major community programs. The Little Red Schoolhouse Project, we have 82 to date. Our target to build 100 Little Red Schoolhouses across the country. To you, the number might not be that significant, but think about it this way. There are so many kids out there in the remote areas of the country that are forced to study under terrible conditions. Because of our partnership with the PBSP and DepEd, we are providing Little Red Schoolhouses to kids in the remotest areas in the country. Second project that we are equally proud of because it has taken on a worldwide audience, Nutri-Juice. We're trying to help fight iron deficiency anemia. And if you're not familiar with IDA, let me explain it to you. If you don't get enough iron in your system, you don't do well in school. If you don't do well in school, your grades suffer, you flunk out of school, and the cycle of poverty continues. We are working hand in hand with several government agencies in the provinces to bring free Nutri-Juice to kids so that they can have at least somehow a fighting chance to do good in their respective classes. We help to provide coolers that address energy conservation efforts and climate protection. But that's a very technical example, something more probably closer to home is this. This is palay. Do you eat palay? No, you don't eat palay, you eat the rice. But palay is discarded as waste. What we try to do with this, we collect the rice hulls we can and use this to fuel our machines in such plants as Maykawayan and Calasiao. Instead of using electricity or other mechanisms to produce the energy requirement, we make use of rice hull technology. And this one, I think you're quite familiar with this, we unveiled the first ever plant billboard along EDSA near the corner of Buendia. It attracted quite a significant amount of attention because it's the first in the world. And it's all about promoting that idea of regreening and helping protect our climate. So many programs that work on retrieving the water that we use in our products and beverages, like rainwater harvesting programs in island communities. Kiva, Ms. Ali Cook mentioned earlier that sometimes people would have to really travel far and wide to get access to, for example, water. And sometimes they need loans to facilitate that. We have programs in remote island communities like Bohol, where we establish rainwater harvesting facilities so that people don't need to travel kilometers just to get access to clean water. Aside from that, we also protect watersheds to make sure that your children's children, our children's children, get to also enjoy water. Lastly, the 7 pillars, workplace. We provide opportunities for our associates to make a positive difference in their own right, while providing a work environment that's conducive for everybody to grow. Okay? So these are the 7 pillars that we do under Live Positively. But the question of the hour is, so what? Chances are, at the end of my presentation, you will forget all about this. You will forget about the 7 pillars. You will forget about the examples I've shared. And it's okay. There's no problem with that. You can go back to the internet, check it on whatever is available to you, download the information that you need, and you're back on track. The thing that we would like to do tonight is clarify that particular question. What the F is Coca-Cola doing partnering with gadgets for Pinoy Blog Fest? We are a beverage company, a fast-moving consumer good. And aside from Pony, which was kind enough to be part of this initiative, all the rest has to do with gadgets and technology. So what is Coca-Cola doing with gadgets in Pinoy Blog Fest? The simple question would be, why not? But the deeper answer to that would be because we share the same passion for a better, more sustainable world for everybody. So forget about what I've said. Okay? Forget about the examples from Coca-Cola. But think about what should be the next challenge to all of us here, you guys. What do I do now with all of these things that I'm learning from Undersecretary Quezon, from Gang Badoy, from Ali Cook, from this fat guy from Coca-Cola? Mind you, I'm not an expert in technology. You guys are the expert. I consider myself relatively a newbie when it comes to all this social networking side. But there lies in that such a great potential. And I don't need to remind you guys that the Philippines is the country with the highest penetration of social media, social networks like Facebook. Imagine what you do today just by clicking a button or tapping your keyboard can impact a lot of people. With the 100, 200 bloggers here listening to me talk, you can multiply that to millions in an instant. That is the undeniable power of social media. And the challenge now is whether you use that power for the good or for the bad. With Pinoy Blogfest, we hope and pray you use that for the good. And one way of using that for the good is by writing about the good. Writing about the great stuff that's available out there. There are over 1,000 great companies operating in the Philippines, not only Coke. And chances are, these companies have their own CSR initiatives. And chances are, this CSR or Corporate Social Responsibility Program benefit more than just one community. Imagine if we build a network where people tend to know more about the conditions of our brethren in the marginalized sectors. Together, we can truly make a positive difference. And it's no longer a question whether how rich you are or how much resources you have. Everybody, because of the power of the internet, can make a difference. You don't need to be bitten by a radioactive spider. You don't need to be injected by a super soldier serum to be a hero. All you have to do is keep that conscience alive in your heart because you want to do good. And doing good using the resources and the time that you have or whatever you can do or use at the moment. Because at the end of the day, nobody is too little to do something about all these problems we're facing. So I leave you with that, and I hope that you get to learn more about Pinoy Blogfest. This is just part of the bigger things we have in store for you, and I think Belle and Gadgets will tell you more about that. So I leave you with another good morning and the challenge to live positively. Thank you.